Welcome back. Take a pitch. We got the full squad
Let's
here
go.
There
again.
we go.
Yes, sir.
All right, Maxwell, how you doing? How's that cough?
Cough's doing well. Don't have COVID yet. Not yet, or probably already had it. You know how it is.
Still licking those doorknobs?
That's it. I'm looking doorknobs left and right, man. Go out in public now, lick some doorknobs.
You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess, at this point.
Hey, listen. My parents won't let me have people over, which means, no girls in the house, so I gotta go somehow. Licking doorknobs is how I do it,
Okay, well, whatever gets you down, I guess.
Whatever helps you through the day.
Exactly. No. You fucking guys. Jesus Christ. But, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, good. Good to hear.
How you feeling?
Me?
Yeah.
I feel fantastic.
Your allergies kicking in or nah?
Nah, a little bit. Not horrible though.
Alright.
Yeah.
What about you two? Dumb and
Oh,
Dumber
good.
over there. Dumb and Dumber over there.
Take it easy. Mike is no dumber, bro. Look at him.
Right, he's dumb, you're dumber.
Okay, good one.
Uh,
It's alright,
Yeah.
Max.
But,
Doing good, man. Happy
Yeah?
to be back. Yeah. Happy to have baseball back.
Hell yeah.
dude, it's been a while since you've been on.
Well, yeah, you've had like one podcast in like 3 months. So.
Yep.
And the last one was
Yeah,
like
sure.
with Hinden.
That's true, you're right.
mhm.
Because you were doing something where, you couldn't jump on.
What do you want me to do? I have a fucking full house.
Oh, true.
So do I.
Alright, you think kid thinks he's better than me. Alright.
Think you're better than
I mean, I guess I'll start this off here. Well, since, I didn't get to talk about, a little exhibition between our Yankees and Mets here. Not looking good for those
pitched
Mets.
Chasing Shreve.
Yeah, for 1 inning. It's fucking crazy.
Shreve and Zamora.
It's 2 innings, come on.
Mets didn't look too hot. I mean, what's going on with them?
Do we have any actual pitchers pitch?
Porcello,
Porcello pitched.
Porcello. I mean,
Familia.
he wasn't bad.
Familia, Diaz. Diaz got 4 ground balls.
And Betances did well.
Mets defense
was-
is just
Yeah.
like concerningly
No,
bad. Like-
no,
The Mets-
it's not.
the Mets
It's not.
defense
It's
is-
Max Moroff.
No, dude. He had 1 error.
No, no, he had 2.
He had 2,
As
okay.
a whole, yeah, the Mets defense is not good. As
Thank
a
God
But even
for
their
Ryan.
offense was like, like they didn't look too good offensively, and the season starts in 2 days.
Thank God for Ryan Cordell.
Yeah.
Super fast.
Covers a lot of ground out there.
Oh yes, he does.
Too bad he's never gonna play.
I know.
Well, the Mets are so intrigued with Cespedes, so it'd be dick riding him for the whole 60 games while he bats a $150. I don't expect anything out of him. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I mean,
I
guys have
expect
played
4
in 2
dingers.
years.
it's hit or miss.
I expect 4 dingers. Maybe 12 RBIs because the guys in front of him won't get on. Because Mets.
Dude, he hasn't played in 2 years. Like, I don't know how much you could realistically expect out of a guy who hasn't played since 2018.
It's fair.
I mean, it's good that he could DH now,
Mhm.
But that's just my take on it. Especially if you start slow in 60 games, it's not going to look too great at the end of the season.
That
Stats
is
wise.
very true. For the season stats, yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of gonna be brutal, I'd say. But
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like with Cespedes, gonna try not to play him every day.
I
So
don't
they're
think
gonna.
yeah. You
So
can't play him.
that'll probably help him a little bit more than it would other players,
Yeah.
giving him that time to like rest and kind of.
Yeah,
But
I think
having
having
him,
a DH
yeah,
is big.
yeah, and having him on the team is going to help out all
Yeah.
around too, because if he splits DH time with Robbie,
Right. Or
that's
even
big
JD
as well.
Davis or whoever.
Yeah,
I mean, he's still a presence in the lineup. Like,
Tom,
You know?
yeah, no matter what, he's still
He's
Cespedes.
he's another option that Rojas can throw out there and really just kind of mix his lineup up left and
yeah,
right.
like you're not going to treat him like some minor leaguer who just came up and just blow him away with fastballs or off speed in the dirt. Like you're still going to have to pitch him, carefully.
Yeah. And I feel like as the season goes on, he'll get better too because he's still getting back into game shape. It's been a weird year, regardless.
It's going to be like that for a lot of guys, though, because
Yeah.
it's like, they really only had 3 exhibition games against other teams, a few inter-squad games, so a lot of hitters especially, are going to be very far behind. So it's whoever starts off, hot, it's gonna they're gonna have a lot of momentum in a 60-game season.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Not to keep
no.
this on New York teams, but can we just talk about why the Mets are batting Robinson Cano in the 3-hole?
Right.
dude. You should just
He's a walking double play.
yeah, it's really not.
Literally.
He grounded into 3 double plays.
Who'd they have batting second?
Alonso.
Pete.
Alonso,
It should probably honestly, it should go McNeil, Alonso, and then probably Conforto.
Yeah.
Conforto had a low key really good season last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's one of those guys that puts up really good numbers but doesn't get the recognition he deserves.
I think it's just because he's streaky. He's kind of like Stanton.
Yeah.
He's like mad streaky. Where
Yeah.
like when he's hot, like you'll notice it, but when he's cold, you'll definitely notice that too.
Yeah, he's not that good against lefties. So.
Yeah.
He's gotten better though the past couple of years though, I think, right?
Yeah, he has.
Like his numbers have definitely increased.
Yeah, he went from hitting like a fucking $150. Now he's hitting probably like 240 against lefties.
That's still pretty good though.
Yeah, it's not
Better than
horrible.
having Cano there, like who's
Yes.
like you said.
Yeah,
is not
realistically, we should have Nimmo lead off, McNeil 2, Alonso 3. Like, I know you want to have him in that 2-hole, but McNeil's more consistent. He'll, move runners over and shit like that if Nimmo gets on.
I mean, yeah, you could do that too. I'm
Sure.
not really huge into Nimmo, so I mean, I feel like he'd be better.
He's
as
got a really good eye. I mean,
He does.
He does have a great eye.
I think you got to get McNeil at the top of the order, as many as bats as possible.
Oh, yeah, that's why. I mean, you have him top 3 and you're fine.
I mean, between Nimmo and McNeil, you had two guys who can get on base at a regular 40% clip.
Right. I mean, I think you could do what the Yankees did with Gardner and Torres like a couple years ago, where they'd bat him lower in the order just to balance out the lineup, and then it's like you really don't have a dead spot. Like, so if you bat Nimmo further down and a guy who gets on base, it sets up for the top of the order.
Yep.
And the DH does help in this regard too,
Yeah,
because
length
there's no
and
easy out to kind of mess with that
Exactly.
continuity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's an interesting problem to have. I think it's a good problem to have at least.
Yeah,
because how many teams have two guys that are starters that get on base at a 40% clip? That can get you each 15, 20 home runs in a full season.
It's true. Yeah, Nimmo does have good pop too.
There are many teams that have guys like that who also can probably hit around 300. These guys are complete hitters too.
Yeah, the Mets are interesting because they have some, I don't know, they don't have crazy depth, but they definitely have a few guys. Like Dom Smith is pretty intriguing to me. I've always liked his swing. He just doesn't have a spot to play on that team. It's kind of like Clint Frazier for the Yankees. He just doesn't really have a spot to play, but they could fucking hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which the DH helps him.
Yeah.
Get him a lot more at bats.
Yeah,
Because he's a much better defender than Pete.
Yeah,
So
but
do you put
Pete Alonso's bad at first.
He's gotten significantly better than what
Yes.
he has.
I don't know. I don't think
And
you
he
could
was
say that
actually-
until he plays the season.
And Pete was also actually better than Eric Hosmer defensively last year.
Eric Hosmer was ass last year. Dude. That contract looks like garbage.
Oh yeah.
It always
Manny
looked like
Machado's
garbage.
too.
It was never good. It was never good.
Yeah, Machado's isn't too great either, dude. Padres aren't really
Hosmer
in
went
a
out west to
spot
watch the
you think.
sunset on his career.
Pretty much. Jesus. He's not even that old either. He's
Yeah, but come on, let's
He's
be real though.
26. He's
Yeah.
26.
But let's be real.
26?
He's 20. Wait, what?
Machado? Oh, Hosmer. I thought you were talking about Machado.
Hey, bro.
Hosmer's 32. 30,
Yeah.
31.
I was about to say, Hosmer's 26. No way.
No, Machado.
Oh,
Hosmer's
yeah.
30. Hosmer's 30.
Yeah,
I mean, Hosmer's. I mean, he's still got a couple good baseball years left. But
He was abysmal.
Oh, Machado's
last year.
28. Alright, he's not 26.
yeah, no, it's rough out there in San Diego. Thank God they got that young group coming up.
Yeah, the middle infielders. They just got who the fuck they get from the Brewers? What's his name? Oh, did
No,
they trade him to
They
the
traded
Brewers?
away. They traded
Right.
away Luis Arias, I think. Right?
Yeah, but they still got Tatis though, so they're good.
Yeah.
And they have Mackenzie Gore.
Oh no, they got
That's
Trent
what
Grisham. They got
That's
Trent
who it
Grisham.
is.
Yeah.
Grisham.
The
He's solid.
outfielder,
He blew
Yeah.
it for the Brewers in the wild card game.
But
Yeah.
I mean, if
You
we
want
want
to
to
get
talk
the
about
fuck out of there.
if we want to talk about the Padres real quick, I guess the contracts make sense. They're two big contracts, so you might as well blow those big contracts now while you have all these guys on young deals, on early deals.
I think they definitely made sense at the time. Like Eric Hosmer coming in as a free agent, the Padres want to, have some type of significant names, in their lineup, especially when they were like really bad at the time. Machado makes sense too because you get a free agent that young, a third base, middle infielder with power, good glove, like can mentor fucking Tatis. I mean, It makes sense. They overpaid him, yeah, but like it made sense at the time, I'd say.
And he could. It's not like he's just like a sitting duck. He could produce again.
No, yeah, Machado didn't even have a terrible year last year. It was just really for his standards. It wasn't
Exactly.
crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody expected him to hit as well as he did playing in fucking Camden Yards in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, one guy I think that gets overlooked with the Padres is Austin Hedges. I mean, I think as a catcher, he's pretty solid back there.
He's very good
Yeah.
defensively.
Defensively.
Offensively, it's a little bit of a,
Yeah, I mean, but when you look at the young pitchers coming up, that's kind of what you need.
Yeah,
as a
no,
defensive guy.
it's huge.
It's. Even
I
more
think
for the
his
catcher.
presence is so understated on that team.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
For them, it's
definitely
more
good.
of Ken Mejia figure it out.
Yeah, that's a big time prospect, switch hitting catcher that they got to figure out there.
Because he was. What was that trade? Do you remember? Does anyone remember? I mean,
I'm
I
He
don't
came
know.
from
up right now.
Cleveland.
Brad
It's
Hand,
Cleveland.
right?
Brad
Oh,
Hand,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
He's
that
20.
was.
He's still young.
Yeah, he's
he'll
young.
He's still
figure it out.
20.
22.
No.
Or 24.
It was 24.
24.
Yeah.
I'm like, jeez. Everybody's getting younger these days.
That's,
But I mean, don't forget they also had Tommy Pham, the Padres. So
yeah.
Should be
Didn't
big
they got
acquisition.
Emilio Pagan, right? From the Rays too?
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a big piece.
Yeah.
They got like a
Pagan's
legit
disgusting.
setup guy. Yeah, they got a legit setup guy. That trade made no sense to me, but it is what it is.
Yeah, they're really just missing the star power in the starting rotation.
right. Which
Besides that,
Chris
they got
Paddock is
pretty much
hoping. They're
everything
hoping. Yeah.
Nah.
Paddock
Paddock.
is like a solid 2 guy. I don't think he'll be an ace, but
Oh, no doubt.
Garrett
Dinelson-
Richards, if he's
Dinelson
healthy,
Lamet.
Lamette's got good,
Lamet.
good stuff.
I mean, they have Mackenzie Gore coming up too.
Yeah, he'll.
Yeah, they got
he's
a- They got a nice young core of starting pitchers.
Yeah, I mean, they also have Zach
Didn't-
Davies. They brought in.
Eric. Oh no, Lauer just got traded.
Lauer traded. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the Zach Davies deal. I mean, the Padres are an interesting team this year.
Casey. Lucchese.
They could do some damage in a 60-game season.
Oh, they got Garrett Richards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's finally. I mean, he won't stay. Who knows if he stay healthy?
They actually
now.
have a decent. They actually have a decent bullpen. They really do.
They have
Yeah.
a nice bullpen.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, they got Yates at the back end. So
Yates,
that's like
Pagan,
pretty-
Pomerantz isn't awful. Like he's
Pomerantz is good.
Almost
Yeah.
had a couple good
Nasty
years.
last
Yeah.
year.
He's been good on the ball.
Staмен's pretty good. He's consistent. Like you know what you're gonna get. He's a veteran. He understands what the fuck he's doing.
Except for when he was the Mets.
Well, yeah, and they got Perdomo coming out of the pen. Who throws
Yeah.
fucking like 108.
I mean, that's a solid roster there. I mean, like you said, Mac, in a 60-game season, that's some serious damage that can be done.
Yes, I mean the only problem is that they're in the same division as the Dodgers, and nobody's beating that team. So,
And the Dodgers
Blue-
just added Mookie Betts, so like,
yeah, like a wild card, I could see. A wild card's kind of realistic for them. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I mean, I like the Diamondbacks a lot too.
I think that's gonna be the what you're gonna watch in that division is the Diamondbacks
Yeah.
versus the Padres.
Diamondbacks
Yeah.
are sneaky, man.
MLB had they did their predictions, right? Was that MLB?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
yeah. Where they
And-
said everyone said that the NL East is gonna be like 33 and whatever for like half the teams.
Yeah. Everybody
Yeah.
would be through it.
Yeah, the Mets and the Mets, Phillies. No,
And
not
the
the
Braves.
Phillies.
Mets,
the Mets,
Braves,
Mets,
and
Braves, and Nationals were
Yeah.
were tied for first place, making them the two of the wild card teams.
I think the Nationals are overrated, honestly.
I agree.
I think losing Zimmerman, not that he was doing much, but losing Ross.
Now losing Rendon is first of all, like I don't think people
Right,
realize
adding on to that.
how big of like a loss it is. Like
Oh, it's
they
huge.
have one intimidating like hitter, like it's Soto.
Yeah.
Trey Turner, fine, but like, Soto's the one guy. Like you could just pitch around him, and have
Mhm.
have who's your 4-hitter? Howie
mean,
Kendrick?
Exactly what they were doing to Bryce Harper in 2015,
Exactly.
2016.
The one thing that they did do is they added Starlin Castro, and Billy will add to this. He's been one of the most underrated players his entire career.
Listen, he's a solid player, but as a pitcher, you're not gonna look at their lineup and be like, all right, Starlin Cash. Like you're not gonna mark down. You're gonna mark down Soto, and you're gonna pitch around Soto to get to everybody else,
Mhm.
and you're gonna let the other guys beat you.
Yeah, I mean, and Robles, he's not like a power threat, but
Right.
Nah, he's a defensive guy. He's good
Yeah.
speed. He'll hit a few.
I mean,
holes.
the guy that I think is you're gonna watch with the Nats is gonna be Carter Kieboom.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing. 'Cause
He's
he
I
lives
think
up to
he's the
hype.
biggest X factor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he lives
going
up to the hype.
they're playing him a third, right? I'm assuming.
I mean, he's that X factor for that ball club because
100%.
if they can't get him to play even half of what his expectations are, it's game over for the Nats.
Because they need another like solid bat to protect Soto. Because
Yeah.
you're gonna have Turner, Eaton, Soto, and then who? Kendrick, Thames, maybe.
Kendrick,
know what I mean?
the names.
Kendrick's like super consistent. Like he's not
He-
like a
he is.
super
He's solid. He's a
threat,
solid
but
ball
super
player, but-
consistent.
Well, like we're talking like elite superstar talent hitters, dude, and it's just like you don't have that.
I mean,
on that
yeah,
team.
I mean, for protection, he doesn't have to be a stud. He's just to be able to fucking get on base or
Yeah.
just
So-
make contact.
So what are you hinting at, Mac? That they should go after Chris Bryant?
I really like KB in Chicago, and if he wants to come down to New York, so be it. I'll buy a jersey quicker than you can fucking, But
You get it.
they need to make. Honestly, dude, I'm sure Lindor will be available at the trade market. Fucking, I know they got Turner. Move him somewhere else. Put Lindor.
No, you could just stick Turner in the outfield.
You could put him at
Yeah.
second.
Sure.
Put him at
Oh
third.
yeah,
Turner
with the
pretty much
DH, yeah,
anywhere
stop
else.
Howie Kendrick from having to
Yeah,
play.
with the DH, there's a lot of flexibility now.
It allows Howie Kendrick to not have to.
Because you all know their pitching is going to compete. So like,
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, they have Starlin Castro in second. They wouldn't do that.
yeah, well, he's the thing's throwing himself out. Let's be real. That's what I've learned being a Yankee fan. Shit sorts itself out.
And they still have Cabrera too.
Yeah, Drew
Yeah, he's a
Cabrera,
pinch hitter.
the ass man. Who, honest to God, and I was looking at his numbers, I think a couple weeks ago. He is a lot better than I ever gave him credit for.
Who,
Yes.
Jubal?
Cabrera,
Oh,
yeah, he was a
He was
lot
bad
better.
on Indians.
Honestly,
Even on the Mets, he was
wait,
probably the best signing.
Yeah, his 2 years with the Mets, dude.
Oh yeah,
Were-
he did go off, right?
That was well spent money.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
overachieved his money.
Oh yeah,
Maybe the only fucking player that we've ever signed in free agency to actually do that.
I mean, I was looking at his numbers a couple weeks ago, and I did not give him enough credit for how good of a player he was for us. I will admit.
Beginning defensively. Oh my god,
Oh yeah,
defensively.
or that first 3/4 of a season defensively, he was insane.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about in the Mets. I'm talking about in
On
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Oh,
dude,
Cleveland too, yeah.
He felt like he was the second coming of Ozzie Smith with some of the plays he was making, dude. Like,
I mean-
glove flips and shit, turning double plays like crazy. Flashy.
He actually batted 280 both years with the Mets.
Yep.
It's consistent right there.
20 bombs.
20 bombs, that'll do the job.
280, 20 bombs. Like, what more can you ask
Middle
for a middle
infielder?
infielder?
Middle infielder?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. From a shortstop, played serviceable at least defense.
30 doubles. Yeah.
Good guy to have on the bench if you're the Nationals, for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And honestly, I could see the Nationals sliding him in at third base because he did play third base with the Mets.
He could play
Well,
third,
yeah, he
short.
played
Played
third
third
base with
did
the-
play last year.
Yeah, with the Nats
Oh, did he?
and
I know.
Texas all year. Yeah,
I didn't know he was strictly third base, but yeah, I mean, like I said,
yeah. I mean, if Carter Kieboom doesn't produce, then yep, you got a very solid option to go to.
and I could even see them starting with Cabrera and as opening day starter at third base, and Kieboom get a couple more at bats under his belt, and situational roles.
Yeah, they might actually start Cabrera opening day just because they're facing Garrett Cole, so you probably want a lefty in the lineup.
Well, he's a switch, so it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
I
gonna
got it. Don't worry.
Yeah, you got it. And then
Is Kieboom a switch hitter?
no, he's alright.
He's a righty.
Righty.
It's going to be an interesting year, especially in the NL East.
Yeah,
NL East, NL Central.
the whole East actually is going to be really interesting because, especially now with the interleague play coming more into effect here, like this shit's going to be a bloodbath. Like,
Yeah.
The Central's
Yeah.
more interesting, I feel like.
yeah, you can
Yeah,
make that- you can make that
overall.
case.
Overall, because you got 4 teams in the NL, and then you got 3 to 3 or 4 in the summer. Yeah.
No,
I mean,
it's
real
Thursday,
quick.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of it to somebody else. The Royals
I
got
mean-
a shot. What are you talking about?
It's 6-game season. The Tigers might have
Anybody's
a
got
shot.
a shot if we're gonna be honest here.
No,
Yeah.
they
Very
just sent
true.
Casey Mize to optional camp, so now they don't have a shot.
Oh, okay.
No, never mind.
But he was in their player pool, so he can still come up at any point.
No, I know.
So it's a possibility. Real quick, Hendon and Billy were talking about this last episode with who could break the home run record, and we mentioned
Okay.
Lindor. His 130 home runs through his age 25 season, ranked third all time among shortstops, behind A-Rod and Cal Ripken.
Makes sense.
Well-
Wouldn't expect it to be anyone else.
But he's third all time, and I think his
Oh,
WAR
that's shortstops. Okay. I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
it puts him fifth all time in the same group, behind Ripken.
All people, you mean, or just in?
But for shortstops, his WAR is
Okay.
27.6.
Oh, you said the WAR. Okay. Sorry.
It's fifth in shortstops, but in the past 50 years, it's third behind Ripken and A-Rod. Little fun fact there I saw
It's
while
actually
scrolling.
pretty crazy.
And I think he's going to be a huge factor in determining that AL Central race, whether he stays or goes.
If they're in it, I think he's obviously going to stay.
I don't know. I think if Cleveland's smart, they get rid of him.
What's a package you would accept for him though?
I mean, he's a free agent this year, right?
Next
Well,
year.
the
Yeah.
thing is, like, isn't the trade deadline like 3 weeks in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lindor has another year of on his deal, I think.
Oh, he does have one more. Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta. I feel like people aren't gonna buy because it's such a short season.
I fucking trade for him if it's the right deal. Are you
So the
kidding
one
me?
thing I saw is that we could either see no action or a ton of action because all these top prospects that weren't in the 60-player pool are not
Yeah.
eligible to be traded.
You
So
know
I
what the
think it's
problem
not
is?
gonna happen then. I don't think anything's gonna
The
happen.
problem is a lot of teams are going to think they're in it, hovering around 500 by the trade deadline. And it's like, realistically, if, like you got to start off hot to me. Like, you got to be, like, 500 isn't going to do it, I don't think.
Right, and that's that all or nothing in terms of action at the trade deadline. You know, these
That
people
happened
are
with
going
the
to think,
Giants last year.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you're not competing. Let's be real. And then they end up
Yeah.
keeping Bumgarner, and then they lose him. And they got nothing out of it.
they got a comp pick, I think. That's it, right?
Yeah. It's like, it's a waste.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely interesting. And the Mets being buyers at the deadline. It didn't hurt them, I don't think.
Kinda.
I mean,
They were in a weird spot, so I think that was the biggest thing. Yeah, guys
Hey,
like
Losing
Bauer,
really only
that's
had-
this year.
Simon hurt them, but that was about it. I don't think Anthony Kazak could.
Yeah. Woods Richardson, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, Simon was interesting.
I think it'll be interesting, especially around the deadline, guys like Bauer and those guys on expiring deals.
Cincinnati's in it. They're not fucking
Stroman, right?
Right. Stroman will be another
Stroman,
one to watch. You know, it's guys like that I think we'll be keeping a more intense eye on because not only is it a shortened season, they're only getting another 3 starts after this, 3 or 4 starts.
Yeah.
It's really how you value players, and I think we'll really see what that comes down to now this season. Is
Yeah,
the
it's
player
gonna be
evaluation.
Like, how do you trade for a starter knowing they're going to have, like, 5 starts? You
They're only
know?
gonna play 5 games for it, yeah.
Like, how do you justify giving up, like, talent for that, you know?
Especially if it's only players in the pool, that makes it even tougher because you're bringing
Yeah.
in good guys. Like you're bringing, like we talked about it. Was it last time or was it the one before? Yeah, it was last time where we talked about it. Where I was like, yeah, they got the 1 through 15 prospects
Yeah.
in their team. Like, you're not trading those guys.
It's crazy to me that's literally the midway point of the season.
It's got to be a bunch of minor transactions, like, guys that you need for, like, depth, you know? Like, I don't think
Yeah.
any big guys are really going to move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it'll be an interesting trade deadline to say the least. August 31st is the trade deadline, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So
so
it's
yeah,
about-
it's a little less than. So you're
So it's
yeah,
about
like
5 weeks
35 games in or so.
Yeah, so a
Little more
little
than
more than half.
Alright, that's not bad. I thought it was
Just
short.
like regular.
It'll definitely be interesting, I think, in regards to all of that. But
Yeah, I don't expect much out of the deadline, honestly. I just can't see anybody trading. Like, if Trevor Bauer's having a solid start and somebody needs pitching, like, are they really going to give up, like, some top prospects for
Yeah.
5 starts?
No, of course not.
No,
Right.
not at all.
It just doesn't. Like, you really can't justify doing something like that.
Yeah, and I mean, especially if they're having a good year, you could also chalk it up to be a fluke in a short season,
Exactly.
Yeah, small sample size, whatever.
where the pitchers are going to be ahead of hitters because, let's be real, pitchers have the advantage as is.
Yeah, dude. Any team that offense gets going early is going to be the team to watch out for because pitchers are way ahead.
And I think, if we're talking about, we mentioned the AL Central, the Twins are a huge question mark there. If their offense can't get going, they're relying on that offense.
Yeah, their pitching's weak. It's
If
real
that
weak.
offense can't get off to a hot start, they're fucked.
You got a lot of boom or bust guys in that lineup too. So like,
Oh yeah. It'll be definitely a.
I think the
Definitely.
Indians are kind of intriguing, man, because they got good
They're
pitching and their
they're gonna
offense
play-
really isn't awful.
And they're gonna play phenomenal defense.
I think people just kind of write them off, but like no, like they're like
I took them to win the Essential.
I wouldn't doubt it honestly.
The-
I think the White Sox will probably win the Central, but I don't know. I just have high hopes for them.
Oh yeah, no, I do too.
The Cleveland
But
dude,
Cleveland's pitching is more sound.
and they got a
Break out the Chief
lockdown
Wahoo
closer.
hat. Gotta break out the Chief Wahoo hat for that.
I guess that segues nice into our
But
next topic. Yeah.
but no, yeah, I mean the Indians. You're right, they are an interesting team. But didn't the guy they got for Rangers Clase? Did he
Yeah.
get busted for
Place.
PEDs?
Clase.
Yes.
Let's say he didn't get busted for PEDs. He would have been a huge piece in that bullpen.
They still got Brad
He's
Hand
still
though. Like
he's still super young too, so you never know what you're gonna get out of him.
True.
between
He
Bieber,
throws
Clevenger-
103, but yeah.
Guy's got a cutter at 100 miles an hour, dude. Good luck hitting that.
Yeah, I mean, they really. Oh, are they not pitching? They don't have him as a starter.
Who?
Oh, did they lose him? Who the fuck am I
What are you
thinking?
talking about?
Saval?
Aaron Savali.
Savali.
No,
Yeah.
he's still on the team. Should be.
I'm on their depth chart. He's not there. They have Jeffrey Rodriguez as their 5-starter.
Never heard of him.
They have Brad Hand, Simber, Perez, Hunter
Oh,
Wood.
but Perez still getting it done.
Hell yeah.
Bro, I watched him. I was watching the game against the Pirates from Saturday night. Unreal watching him come in and pitch. Dude's got fucking gray hair and everything.
Dude,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
getting it done.
Yeah.
Whatever he's doing, it's working.
Let's see.
Of
Who
course,
else is on that?
He was on the Mets. Got tripped on the mound and like broke his ankle in a bullpen. Do you guys
Better
remember that?
Better on the
Yo.
Pirates.
Or did he trip up the stairs or some shit? I forget. Back in the
He
Mets
straight
park,
up, yeah, he did the straight up Mets thing where it makes zero sense what the fuck happened.
somebody fell like in a dugout steps, dude, and like broke their ankle.
Castillo.
It's the,
That one was Castillo.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Mac, I can't wait till for the one day the Yankees have some freak injury like this and we could just
What do
laugh
mean
at you
for
like
one
this.
day, dude? It happened all year last year.
No. No Yankee
Those
player
weren't
has ever
freak,
broken
those-
his ankle on his ranch running away from a boar, okay?
The Yankees don't sign retards. Like, what do you want from me? Well, it happened all year last year. There was 30 injuries, 30 different guys on the IL.
Yeah, but they were all basic injuries, from a shoulder
I
thrown
would-
out.
Okay, let's not get crazy. We got Tommy John, obliques.
Right.
Normal.
But
normal.
how'd they happen? Baseball-related
I don't know.
activities.
Honestly, last year's a blur.
Not running away from fucking Pumbaa.
Well, don't fucking go on your ranch and fall in a hole. Like, what do you want from me?
What do you want them to go play 18 holes of golf and smoke 3 packs of cigs? Like, come on.
Didn't Cespedes play golf and like tweak something too?
Yeah, it's
The
probably
guy's
an
like,
oblique.
no, dude, waste of money. It's not my problem.
I mean, then you talk about Luis Castillo fucking tripping up dugout stairs. That can happen to you guys too. Don't laugh at us.
He's a professional
happened?
athlete, bro. Like,
What
come on.
happened to on the Yankees?
No, Mac is saying some shit about obliques and everything. I'm like, that's all baseball injuries.
Those are natural.
Well,
Nobody's
don't
running
trip up
from
the
fucking
stairs.
Pumbaa.
Don't trip up your dugout steps. Like, come on. You're a professional athlete, man. Catch the fly ball too that A-Rod hit.
Hell of a time.
Jesus Christ, Mac.
That play was made by Teixeira, though.
It was. That's
It
good
was
hustle.
all Teixeira.
I'm glad you
Yep.
brought that up. Nobody's scoring on that, dude. He didn't
Nobody.
watch the ball. He's scoring. That's what
Especially
it
not
is.
Manny Machado.
Oh God, no. Machado's walking the second or
Yep.
third, whatever the fuck he was.
Might have been already walking to the dugout.
Yeah, he might have been walking back. Cano ain't running that either, I'll tell you that.
Cano actually beat out a ground ball the other day and broke
Yeah.
up a double play. So
Mhm. I was
So
very
he's maybe a
surprised
running
by
double
that.
play.
Yeah,
it would have been a double play,
Crazy.
but he actually ran.
Cano
He's
was
like, oh,
never,
wait,
like, slow.
I
He just,
might not have a job.
No, he's not slow. And he
He was
also made an
never-
error in the field too. It was fucking pathetic.
no, they gave Torres a hit. I know which one you're talking about. You're talking about another one where he threw it away?
Oh, they gave Torres the hit.
And the
Kinda
first thing
they
was,
really should. They shouldn't have, but.
why? It was a
Yeah.
line drive up the middle and he slid. Completely
Oh no, I'm talking about the one where they had the I don't know who was up, but they had the shift on. He
The one
made
at
the play,
Yankee
but he fucking where he just kind of flicked it over to first and
Yeah,
fucking.
That was Cano's signature play, dude.
I
Backhand,
know it was.
going towards short, and just flick over the wrist.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then he
Wow.
fucking he missed by like fucking 5 feet.
Yeah, and Pete Alonso's super graceful and let it go. You know,
Well, I mean, when Cano throws the ball, you expect it to be good.
Unexpected.
Was he a 7-time Gold Glover?
cool gloves. And so is Derek Jeter. What do you want to get into this now?
So,
That was just because he.
'Cause what?
We don't want to talk about that. You know exactly why.
But
'Cause he played New York.
real quick, going back to the Indians, I'm looking at their player pool. They have a solid group of outfielders that they can bring into the season.
do they though?
Oh,
Yeah, Jake Bowers, Greg Allen, Oscar Mercado, Naquin, Franmil Reyes, the line of the Shields.
I'd say three
Brandon
of those
Zimmer.
guys.
I'm hearing a bunch of C's.
Yeah, three of those guys are like above average hitters.
I'm hearing guys
maybe-
that were on their starting lineup last year.
I mean,
Hey.
don't forget Domingo Santana.
Maybe a couple.
guy.
that could
Underrated.
fuck
Domingo
field.
Santana's underrated.
Our guy Domingo Santana.
Yeah, still mad at him though.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But no, it's a solid group of guys, and then a couple of prospects too.
Indians are a good team, man. They
Yeah.
honestly they could easily be buyers and like have a really solid team, but
Yeah,
in com-
they're gonna play great defense.
They're lucky because they're going to be overlooked this year.
yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, people
always
think they got rid of
helps,
Kluber, and it's like, oh, they're
And-
out of it, but they have
and
such a
you have to
good
remember-
rotation.
Fucking Jose Ramirez, dude. He's probably going to bounce back this year.
I
He
mean,
was
Yeah,
a
great
like
second
fantastic
half, dude.
second half. Yeah.
Yeah. Mendora's consistent as hell. You know what you're gonna get at him.
Yep.
Franmil Reyes hit some homers for them. Good for him. Mercado was good last year. Solid little player.
Luplo's good
Uh,
for lefty matchup.
Carlos Santana gets
Luplo,
on
yep.
base.
Yeah.
Had his
On-base
best season
machine.
last year.
Ah,
Yeah.
last year was insane.
Fucking who's the
Roberto Perez, one
Roberto
of the best
Perez
defensive.
and
the
Sandy
best
Leon, who are
defensive
good.
catcher.
Who is
Yeah,
also
Roberto
another
Perez
good.
didn't have a single pass ball last year, right?
No.
And he
Yeah.
had, I think he had
Same.
20 homers also. Did
Yeah, I
pop.
think so.
Yeah, he's got sneaky power.
And then the
Yeah.
bullpen, they have like Wickren, they have
They're
Yeah,
both
they
kind of
Got Brad Hand.
Brad Hand, Simber.
I feel like they're always that team that pieces together their bullpen and
Yeah,
it
they
just
always
works.
have a good bullpen. A
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
manager. That helps too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Having Terry Francona lead any club like that is.
And you got a
Matt,
solid
how'd they have?
rotation.
Oh, they got Hunter Wood from the Rays.
Yeah. Yep.
He was
Funky.
fantastic with the Rays last year.
Yeah, the Rays are interesting to me because they traded away a lot of their key guys too.
Mm-hmm.
Say a lot. Just whatever they
Sweet.
do always has a
Fam,
It's
Wood,
just so
yeah.
stupid that they got
Yeah,
rid of
but
Fam.
the
Yeah.
trades, they got rid of Fam and they picked up
Hunter Renfroe.
fucking
Renfro.
Renfro, who
It's
can't
really not that bad a
do anything.
move though. He's a good fielder, and they need like a power bat, and that's what he's going to give you. Like it's really not
Yeah,
the
he's gonna
worst.
hit
And
you
they
all
got-
runs.
And then they got
cannon.
Martinez too, who also
Yeah.
who
Jose
can't field.
Martinez is a lefty killer, but
Yeah.
that's really it.
Yeah,
That was
what
a
do you-
Victor trade, right?
How many lefties are in that division though?
yeah, Max.
Paxton, Hap, Montgomery.
John Beans.
Paxton's another
Oh,
The
one.
he
entire Yankees team, man. True.
Paxton's another one to watch because he's entering a walk year right now, right?
Yeah, so is Tanaka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna say,
major.
how's Tanaka doing?
He's doing
he
good.
alive?
Man. God, somehow I thought he died on impact, man. Like
Because that
He-
big
he
ass head
barely-
that he has.
he barely got a mild concussion. He's like throwing bullpens now. I don't get it. I mean,
How
good
fast
for him.
was the ball that he hit? 105?
It's like
112.
105, yeah. 112?
112?
Ethos.
Lucky he didn't blow. His head didn't fucking blow up, dude. Fucking ridiculous.
We-
This Tanaka's head is gigantic, bro.
He's got a melon, that's for sure.
He's gonna have to fucking wear the fucking helmet David Wright had that I just sent to the group.
Oh, speaking of David Wright, on this day in 2004, he made his debut.
Hey, there we go. Hey, he's got to wear the fucking dome or the fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Who was it? The fucking
JD
hat.
Davis wearing that the other day. I'm telling you,
Torres.
his helmet was huge.
Alex-
Yeah, Alex. I was gonna say that. Yeah, I was gonna say Carlos, but I forgot.
Alex Torres. The fucking
The padded
padded
hat.
Mario hat. Yeah.
Speaking of hats, Max, your hat. The
Chief
Indians
Wahoo.
have already removed,
They
Dude,
did that last year, though.
They did
Yeah.
last year, yeah.
and now they are
I don't
talking
get it.
about changing the team name. Now, I want to hear opinions on this.
Everybody's so extra, man. Like, it's not that deep. Like, just let them. Like, just keep the name. Like, are we really that offended by everything? I mean,
Well, if the Reds would have to change their name too.
The
The Reds too.
I was talking to my parents, and we were basically saying that you can make an argument for any team that it could offend
Yeah,
people.
It could offend
Like-
people.
Like, dude, the Mets, it offends
Metropolitans.
people that live fucking in the country.
The
You know?
I mean, hang on. And Billy, you brought this up to me. If we're getting rid of names, what about the fucking Yankees?
yeah. Yankees.
Why aren't
Red
they
Sox.
celebrated?
Yankees
Huh?
and Red Sox, yeah.
Because that's what they call people from the north, and people from the north free the slaves.
Yeah.
You know, why aren't we
Okay.
celebrating the Yankees?
nobody likes the Yankees. That's why.
I
They're seen as
facts.
the evil empire. It's
So, yes.
all bullshit. Everybody's so sensitive, man. Like, come on. It's a fucking
Yeah.
sports team. Like, grow up. If it offends you that much, I'm sorry. Grow the fuck up.
Yep.
That's my piece.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
The Indians are named after like the historical nature of like the the Native American reservations all throughout Ohio. Like, that's
Yep.
why it's their team name.
And they were named after one of their. I think I read something. They're named after one of their first players on the ball club, who was
Their
of
founder,
Native
Chief
American, who
Yeah,
was
when they
then
was
of Native
What-
American descent, right?
What were they at that time?
Oh, they were.
What were the before the
I
Indians?
have it
The
right here.
Spiders?
Yeah,
Or-
spiders, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They were the
But like they were named after some sort of. They're the Naps, the Cleveland Naps.
Naps. Or Nap LaJoy, right?
Yeah, who I think he was Native American.
Yes.
But Hendon, that's a great shot of you.
sorry. My laptop's about to die.
I mean,
Um,
the lack of preparation here is ridiculous.
it's astounding. It's astounding.
So anyway, the what's it called? I saw on Twitter that there's just stupid girl. She thinks that the Rangers should be the next team to go.
Why?
Yeah,
Let's hear it.
Max, you read the
I read it.
article.
I read it.
So
And
you give the briefing.
So basically, it was about how the Texas Rangers were this. They were like the border patrol, but like they were like trying to push African Americans and Hispanics out of this great spaces of land in Texas for white people to come in and do all this. This is all according to this person in the article. It was a Washington Post opinion piece. And basically how these people were racist, they would like kill all these people, blah, 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 and to get them off the land so that way white people can take over and do all that stuff. The Rangers have come out and said, no, we're, the Texas Rangers, which is there's a current Rangers, which is like, I don't know how to explain it because I read the article last week and I kind of was drinking a lot this weekend, so I kind of forgot a little bit. Yeah, let me be honest. But basically, they're honoring the current agency, as opposed to, whatever clan group as she called it.
Back in
I
the early
have
80s,
this right here. It says they named them the Rangers after a Texas law enforcement agency that was formed in Stephen F. Austin.
Yeah, I mean, and she was saying how they were a racist organization, stuff like that, and I'm sure there is some merit to it. Like, let's be real, back in the day, there was all that going on down in Texas, and it was a free-for-all almost. But, come on.
Listen, we're not calling them the Texas KKK. It's the
Right,
Rangers.
exactly.
Like,
We're not calling it
yeah,
Texas
it's a
Klan.
fucking sports team name, dude. Like, everybody's so sensitive, dude. I get it. I get Like, I get where some people are coming from, but like, yo, it's a sports team name. It's not that deep. I promise you. Okay.
I mean, to play devil's advocate here, I think part of it is, you get the merchandise. You're seeing the Chief Wahoo logo everywhere you go, and if you're offended by it, you don't want to see it that often. So you want to push for change. I get that.
Well,
Like I said, playing devil's advocate.
There was that girl that made the petition to get rid of the tomahawk chop
Right.
for the Braves.
Yeah. No, it wasn't her. It was after Ryan Helsley, I think, said something about it in the playoffs last year.
Oh.
He's of Native American descent. He's the Cardinals reliever.
I know
Yeah.
he was offended, but I'm pretty sure a
Yeah.
girl made a petition for it.
Huh.
What was he offended? Wait, what was he offended about?
He pretty much just didn't fuck with the
He
chop
said
and all that
he said
stuff.
that it's like not okay to do. It's appropriating culture, something like that.
It's really
Yeah,
not that deep, man.
I'll
Like,
have to go back and find it, but
it's nauseating to me. Like, it's not that deep.
Oh no.
Gavin Lux just got optioned.
really,
Yeah, he's not on their opening day roster.
I mean, they don't fucking need him. Let's be real.
Is there a cutoff date like a Super 2?
I don't believe so because of
Oh.
the strange circumstances.
Yeah.
Well, they need to have 30 guys by.
Yeah, 30 guys
There
by
we go.
opening day, but
here we go. Helsley calls the tomahawk chop disappointing and disrespectful.
Mhm.
I mean, if that's how he feels, that's how he feels. Like, I'm not gonna, tell somebody how they feel, but like, it's really not that deep to me. Like, grow
Here's
up.
the quote.
Like
Here's the quote. I think it's
Max,
in-
hold on.
Yep, okay,
I
okay.
personally, as a Mets fan, I hate the Braves, but man, they have the coolest fucking rally fucking thing in the world to
I'm
me.
saying.
Tomahawk chop, yeah.
Fucking everyone
Yeah.
in the stadium just
It's the
going
same
like
thing
that.
with same thing with the Chiefs. It's the same
Yeah.
thing. It's fucking
Yep.
insane.
Dude, it's just a rally cry. Like, it's just like
Like-
people having fun. Like, if you're gonna
Like,
get
what are the
offended
Braves-
by it,
What are the Braves
It's all-
gonna do? What are the Braves gonna do? They're not gonna play the music, but people are still gonna fucking do it when there's
Yep.
fans there.
exactly. You can't like you tell somebody not to do something, they're gonna want to do it even more.
Right.
You know? like you're just gonna fuel that fire. Like,
Yep.
So here's the quote from Helsley. This is from last October. I think it's a misrepresentation of the Cherokee people or Native Americans in general. It just depicts them in this kind of caveman type people way who aren't intellectual. They're a lot more than that. It's not me being offended by the whole mascot thing. It's not. It's about the misconception of us, the Native Americans, and how we're perceived in that way or used as mascots. The Redskins and stuff like that.
Do people actually think that's what they did?
wait, let me
No.
say something. Let me say something.
Absolutely.
How many-
Let's be real. Let's look at the IQ of America real quick, Mike.
Okay, I was gonna get to that. How many sports fans actually are like? So I would say we're a little bit more than casual sports fan or like baseball fans, right? Like, we actually like take the time, we read articles and shit. Like, we're very invested into baseball, right? But how many fans are actually like that? Like, do you think percentage-wise, right? Like, would you say we fall on like what, a 5-10% population of fans?
10 to 15, yeah.
All right, so you want to say, we'll say 85% of all the fans are casual fans, right? They like to turn on their TV, support their favorite team, and go about it. You really think they're digging into the history of the fucking Atlanta Braves and Cleveland Indians?
I love
Think
how
it's that
Italian this
offended?
is sounding. I love this Italian sound.
Yeah,
right
like,
now.
I'll get... Listen, man.
I'll break your
I'm
fucking
Italian.
knees if you complain again.
You see, like, people comment that all the time. Like, what do you want to do? I'm Italian. I'm from Long Island. Like, it's like the worst combination.
Could be from New Jersey.
It could be from fucking
true.
Jersey, you know?
I mean, yeah, no. My thing on this is that at the end of the day, you said it best. It's a fucking team name. So what?
It's dumb, dude. Like,
I get why.
I get it too. I do. You know, I get it too, right? I don't have a problem with people having their opinion because everybody's got different opinions. But in my opinion, don't look that deep into it, all right? Because you're just gonna make drive yourself crazy and make yourself flustered, all right?
Yep.
Not that deep.
It's not
Yeah,
worth it to upset
people are going to
yourself
be
like that.
offended by everything.
Exactly, bro.
People are probably offended by the tigers being the tigers.
Exactly. Oh my God, it's a ferocious animal.
It's an animal. It's appropriation of animals.
And then PETA has an issue when someone beats the Tigers.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the right.
That'd actually be kind of funny.
Sure, somebody's complaining that the Orioles suck and they're misrepresenting the bird or some shit. Like,
Exactly.
it's a very nice
Exactly.
bird and your team sucks. Like,
Yeah, the Giants, they're offending people that are really tall. Like,
I think people that are
Oh, there,
short.
there you go. Yeah. Well,
the Royals offending non-royal people.
Yeah, really.
Thinking they're higher than the rest of us. The
I'm
elitist
middle
bitch.
class.
Actually, I
better
just
than
read
them?
why the Royals thing is the Royals. It was the name of like a rodeo that was in town.
Oh,
and They
really?
just took the name of it, yeah.
that's interesting.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool,
that's
actually. I
pretty
kind of
cool.
like that. Yeah. I mean, shit.
Actually, I have it right
You
here.
can come up with the reasoning for every single
I mean,
one.
shit. You remember the
Every
Devil
team.
Rays, dude? You remember the Devil
Yeah,
Rays?
and they made them.
what about the good Rays? What about all Rays matter?
Fucking Rays.
You literally come up with a reasoning for
Yeah.
every team.
I mean, like I get the Redskins. It
Oh,
was a
okay.
little more
So actually,
than-
this is the reason for the Royals name. So they had like a fan contest to do it because they were an expansion franchise. So 547 people wrote Royals out of 17,000. And the reason why they chose the name was because Kansas City's position in the nation's leading stocker and feeder market, and naturally known as American Royal Livestock and Horse Show.
Oh.
Back when they came into the league in the
That's been a
70s.
history lesson.
I like
problem.
that. It's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's the article is what nicknames origins all 30 MLB teams.
Yeah, drop that link real quick.
Yeah, let me.
I want to read into this a little bit.
I'm gonna put it in the Skype.
Wait,
I
I
mean,
want to change
shit.
topics real quick.
Well, hang on, real quick. The Angels could offend all Satanists.
Yeah. Of
Okay,
course.
well, there you go. That too.
Just fucking
Come up
random
with-
shit. Yeah.
We can go on.
Come
for
up with
days nitpicking
literally
each
every
team,
single
like,
team. There's something for each of them.
Yeah,
It's
like,
crazy.
I guess the only really one that I don't know if you'd really be able to work one out for is the Dodgers, because they're named after trolley Dodgers back in Brooklyn in the 1920s.
Which isn't a thing anymore. So it's like, okay. They kind of get the pass
Sure.
there.
For people that want to commit suicide by jumping in front of trains, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
And even that's a stretch.
The
The
Athletics.
athletics. Well, you know, you're offending unathletic people.
The NARPs.
all right, so
mean-
top 10.
How's top 10?
Like that segue? I'm smooth. Man.
I love it.
Yeah.
Top 10 offensive names.
No,
Chris
power
Macker.
rankings.
Power rankings. All
You
right, we
asked?
can do a top 10. Yeah. I know. You want to go first? 10-1.
No, I do want the 10.
That doesn't make any sense. You go
What do you
reverse order. You always got to go reverse.
Yeah,
order.
but it's easier for me to list them out 1 through 10.
Well, why don't you
I'm
write
doing
it
off the
down
top.
and then go 10-1?
I always go off the top. We know this. Come on.
So what's number 10?
I said I
Well,
have to
top-
do
I can't
do that. I can't do
Can't do
I-
that.
I have to
Off
know
top
the-
of my head.
previous 9.
Oh my
Am
god.
I
you're
wrong?
You're useless.
Fuck.
You're
Alright,
useless.
Yeah, you
Dodgers,
useless.
Yankees, Astros.
What, it's Dodgers at 10? Jeez, man. Talk about a hot take.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Alright, you go first. You know what? I'm done here. I'll
Hey,
go.
you said in the chat you had hot takes today.
I haven't got to my hot takes yet. Because I wasn't here last time. Those were all the hot takes were. Rays are winning the East, baby. Fuck the Yankees.
We talked about your stuff.
Hold
Don't
on,
worry.
hold on.
Did you?
Billy, you're going to need to clip that where Macca
Don't
says fuck
clip
the
that. Don't
Yankees.
clip that. I love you.
I'm going to need you to clip that.
Don't do that. Come on. Billy, you're a good guy. We get along well. We don't got to do that.
I'm going to need that clip saved.
Garrett Cole, Cy Young, Judge MVP.
That's not what you said.
I just said it right there. What do you mean?
You said both. I have the texts. We all have the text.
Oh, yeah. We're talking about the real. Yeah, Glass now. Cy
And,
Young.
and Bo Bichette, right?
Boba Shett, I got high hopes. East is stacked, baby.
You know, honestly, I can see it. I really can. But
Boba Shett's an animal.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he's great in the field too. I think definitely a lot of people overlook his fielding is insane.
Yeah, I wouldn't say insane. I mean, not enough sample size to really dig into his, defensive.
Comparatively, at least.
All right, Max, start off the top 10. I'm curious here.
All right. Well, I gotta write mine down real quick. You know, can't do it off the top of my head like you.
All right, Hinden, you go then.
Why is all the pressure on me?
All right, Billy, you go then.
I'm not done writing mine out yet.
You going 10-1 or 1-10? Because Mac,
Come on.
I'm like,
We're normal people. We go 10-1.
I had it written down before the season started. I don't know if I still have it.
Let's see what we got here.
Of course I don't.
No, you don't.
No, because I'm useless. So.
We knew that.
yeah, we know. We know.
Come on, Macca.
Uh,
Tell us something we didn't know.
See, now we gotta make more
Okay,
work for
we could-
Billy.
we
Gotta
could-
edit it
We
out.
could skip 1 and 2. We could skip 1 and 2. It's Dodgers Yankees. I'm assuming for all of us,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
In no specific
Yankees,
order.
Dodgers. Yankees, Dodgers.
I got Dodgers at 1, yeah.
Okay, so
All
we got it. Mac, can you do 10 through 3? Can you do that one?
Why do I have to go first?
It was more of just a question.
Hold on.
All right, I'm
Right,
good
go
to
on.
go.
All right. Well, three
Alright,
is Astros.
Philly, go ahead.
Yeah, 3 is the Astros. But...
All right, what am I going backwards?
10-1.
10-1. 10
Yep.
Braves. 9 Reds. 8 Mets. 7 A's. 6 Nationals. 5 Rays. 4 Twins. 3 Astros. 2 Yankees. 1 Dodgers.
It's pretty
Did I
solid.
go too fast for you, Max?
A little bit, yeah.
You're the only one that looks confused.
I'm just trying to process it all, that's all.
10 Braves. 9 Reds. 8 Mets. 7 Athletics. 6 Nationals. 5 Rays. 4 Twins. 3 Astros. 2 Yankees. 1 Dodgers.
So you don't have the Cardinals in your top 10?
No, they'd be
Okay.
number 11.
Okay. Yeah, they're an interesting case, I think.
Yeah, Ryan Helsley, who's probably the whitest person I've ever seen, is really bringing them down for me.
All right. You want me to go now?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm doing 1 to 10 though. So we got Dodgers, Yankees, Astros. We're gonna go. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll go Rays, Twins, Braves. How many is that?
6.
Jesus fucking Christ, Macca.
Indians, Phillies. Not the Phillies. I lied. Let's see. We'll go White Sox, Reds, White Sox, and what am I at now? 9.
Yep, one more spot.
I'll put the Indians at 10. There you go. That's off the top right there.
Well, yeah, but because you couldn't count.
Well, Max is writing them down. What do I gotta do everything? I'm a math major over here.
No, I'm writing my shit down, so I remember it. I ain't writing
so
your
you're
shit down.
down. Oh,
Yeah, I can go.
All right, Mike.
I'm going 10-1 because I can do reverse order. I got the Nationals, Nationals at 10, Braves at 9, Mets at 8, Indians at 7, Rays at 6, Athletics at 5, Twins at 4, Astros at 3, Yankees at 2, Dodgers at 1.
you guys are all really high on the A's, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm not.
that
to be
young
honest.
pitching, I think, is just going to be outstanding.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about the A's. Like every time I look at their team on paper, I'm like, nah. And then it's like they always do good, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's
But
why
like-
'cause they're one of those teams that always figures out the bullpen, and they always end up figuring out those random fucking guys.
Well,
Yeah,
they're going to
they-
have Montes is back this year, which will
Yeah.
help them.
He's their opening day starter.
he's a cheater.
Bassett's fucking nice.
Yeah,
If
him and-
Puck and Lizardo can pitch well.
Dude, that's
They
the
still
X
have
factor.
Mania.
Manaya's good too. Yeah.
Eminem.
But then they have, they have great offense too. Olsen. Olsen's
Simeon's
probably the most
Simeon's
underrated.
I was just gonna say
Simeon's
that.
criminally underrated.
Simeon had 8.9 WAR last year. Like,
Matt Chapman is obviously, we all know he's filthy.
The greatest,
Laureano.
best defense.
Laureano, yep. Hopefully Chris Davis can return to his 247 form.
yeah.
Piscotty, Canna.
Kinda had a
Um,
good year last year.
Hannah, yeah. And that's all they need.
Oh,
Yeah.
they also have Mark Byers
they
though,
have a
too.
great core.
Yeah, I
Yep.
probably should have put him in the top 10. Honestly. That's
Yeah,
alright.
they've JB Wendelken. He's
Mm.
good.
Decent bullpen. Hendricks.
Yeah, Hendricks. Barehand play last night.
Sean
So
Murphy's
that-
he's gonna be good behind the plate.
Yep.
Yeah, the A's are really good, huh?
They have Tony Kemp too.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
Chad
Alright.
Peters can play everywhere.
So
I really
got
hope they win the West. Actually, sorry, Max.
From-
I'm just
Already laid that down.
from 10 to 1, because I'm not Macca.
okay. We're just all gonna take shots at me again.
I mean,
I got-
it's not fair play.
I got the A's at 10, the Braves at 9, Mets at 8, Reds at 7, Rays at 6, Twins at 5. Wait, is my thing messed up? Yes. Wait, I wrote.
wrote
I,
it down?
I wrote
Write it down?
everywhere.
Yeah.
I wrote everywhere. Yeah. A's, Braves, Mets, Reds, Rays, Twins, Astros, Yankees, Dodgers.
Was that 10?
I think it might have been 14, but we'll let it slide.
You know what? I got a hot take here, and it's gonna be
Sure.
Oh,
tough.
that was 9. That was 9. Fuck my
Yeah,
life.
I knew it was.
Jesus,
Fuck.
man.
I can't count, but I go backwards. From 9 at least.
I told you it's tough. That's why you go 1 to 10. You didn't believe
Alright,
me.
so the A's will be. So I'll start at 9 then 10 will be the Indians.
All right, I got
Alright,
a hot
that
take here.
works.
And I don't even know if it's a hot take, but it's going to be tough with 3 Mets fans. I don't think the Mets are going to be that good this year.
Yeah, you say that every year, though.
No. Okay, well, does it happen every year? Yeah, it does. I had high hopes for the Mets last year. What do you mean? See, the problem with the Mets, to me, although I think they could win in division, that's the thing. That's what's fucked up here.
Mhm.
Because I'm not big on the Braves or the Phillies.
The Braves did it 1 year. Can they be consistent? Their
Braves
pitching
have
is
no
so-
pitching.
You see, that's the thing with the Braves. Like,
Soroka.
Soroka's it.
That's
yeah.
it.
The Braves have no pitching. The Nationals have no hitting, and the Mets have a
listen,
little bit of
let me,
both.
all right, I'll break down the Braves for you,
Yeah,
right?
the
Freddie
Phillies have a
Freeman.
little bit of both too.
Freddie Freeman just came back off the COVID
Oh.
injured list, whatever, right? So realistically, how much are you getting out of him for the first couple weeks? All right, it's a question mark.
Yeah.
Albies, to me, is streaky as hell. In a 60-game season, you don't know. I really don't know what you're gonna get out of Albies. Okay, I mean he was good last year, but 2018 he fucking fell off a cliff at the second. half.
He rakes lefties, but
Yeah,
I think he hit like 230 something off.
yeah, his splits are
off
pretty
of,
dramatic.
Righties though.
And
Yeah.
you're facing way more righties.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah, and he hit like fucking 4 something off of lefties.
Dansby
Insane.
Swanson is not that great offensively. Okay, who's their third baseman? Camargo.
Camargo.
Riley?
Or Austin Riley. Yeah.
Exactly. You got 2 question marks. Okay,
Or never nervous, Jan Nervous.
Solarte.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's on there. He's on there.
Oh. Here's the
Rio
name.
Ruiz.
Rio Ruiz. There. it is.
Markakis isn't playing this year.
Yep.
It's a
But that
consistent
doesn't really
bat-
hurt their. That doesn't really hurt
It's a
their.
consistent
Oh,
bat.
And yeah, we didn't even talk about that. Puig's deal got voided
Exactly.
because he got tested
We-
positive for COVID.
Exactly. No
They
Puig.
still have like 18 outfielders. They have Ozuna, Duvall, Enciarte, and Acuna.
Okay, I'm not big on Ozuna. Obviously, Acuna's.
I don't know. I think
talented.
Ozuna's going to do well in that ballpark.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Listen,
It depends. Is his shoulder right? Finally.
True.
I mean,
True.
he's had shoulder
I mean,
problems.
dude,
for
you
the
watched him
past
play outfield
2
last
years.
year, right? Like,
Yeah,
he
it's
was
atrocious.
not good last
There's
year.
a reason that fucking Mattingly moved him to left field.
I mean, the dude
you know.
tried to rob a home run that wasn't a
Yeah.
home run. Like, you know, like you really.
That's all I think of when I think of him fielding.
Yeah. All right.
So funny.
When the Braves
Neil
pitch,
said we know who the Braves DH is.
Acuna,
Yeah, it's probably
I mean, not Acuna, Ozuna. Jesus.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, they
Duvall. I mean,
Now,
they're both
Duvall's a
shitty
good.
defenders.
The goal,
Yeah, they're
the
both
Duvall's a
okay
decent
defenders.
defender. But yeah, the Braves pitching is not great. Okay, Soroka's their ace, and honestly, he really isn't an ace. Okay, he's not a big strikeout guy. I just don't trust a guy that doesn't get a lot of Ks like that. You really need to have like a dominant. Like-
Newcomb's kind of shite. Cole
I
Hamels.
like
you don't know what the
Max
fuck you're
Fried a
gonna get.
lot. Yeah,
You don't know what
exactly.
you're getting out of Cole
Hamels is
Hamels at this point. Fultonevich is kind of garbage.
Their bullpen is. I mean, Will Smith's a nice addition. Chris Martin's a nice addition.
Yeah, like their bullpen is all names, but like I don't trust half of them.
I don't. Will
Don't
Smith.
forget,
was
they
good
still have
last
Mark
year.
Melanson, too.
Yeah, Melanson.
Melanson, Will Smith, Shane Green, Luke Jackson, Darren O'Day, Chris Martin.
I think they
They
got
got-
some names.
They got
Yeah.
a lot of names and guys that could close the door, too.
All right, so look, that was the Braves. We already touched on the
Which they need because of last year where they couldn't fucking close the game for like an entire month.
Good. So we touched
So-
on the
so
Nationals,
wait.
the Braves. We'll get to
Mac-
the. We'll do the Phillies now. What?
Go back to the Mets real quick.
All right, the Mets. Right. You
Yeah,
got no
come on.
Syndergaard, right? You have
I don't think he's
DeGrom,
that
who's having
good,
back
but-
problems right now, which is that's bad, right? DeGrom's their ace.
He's
right?
fine. He's back.
No, okay. I'd be worried if I'm a Mets fan. Okay. You need him healthy through a 60-game sprint. Let's be real, like 100%. Stroman, I'm not big on Stroman. He sucked for the Mets last year. Let's be real. Okay. He started off good. He's not a number 2. Yeah, I mean he's a 2-3. 2-3. Then after that you got what? Porcello, Walker, Matz. That's 3 guys at a 4+ ERA, right?
That's a terrible issue.
That's at like a 4.7 ERA.
That's just fantastic at home.
Yeah,
Yeah, that he's got
he
some.
really
giant-
is. It's kind of weird.
Just can't
So the-
pitch away.
So,
he has like a
so
fucking
the Mets'
80
biggest
ERA.
strength right now, to me, is one of their biggest weaknesses. And their bullpen, we all know their bullpen. Like let's be real. Betances, to me, is a question mark.
I think they're all question marks.
Yeah, okay, so that proves my point more. Thanks.
Except for
And
Seth
then-
Lugo.
Seth Lugo's nice, yeah. Seth
Lugo.
Lugo's nice. And then their offense, it's good, but I don't think it's great. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna rely a lot on Alonso
A
and
lot of
McNeil.
power.
Yeah, it's a lot of swing and miss guys.
Mhm.
Other than McNeil, but
I mean, I think the biggest X factor in the Mets lineup. I don't know about you guys. Me personally, I think it's Ahmed Rosario.
it's a good point. Yeah,
There it
Tables-
is.
He could be. He's dynamic. He's got speed.
Yeah.
He could bat 300.
He's a guy that could pop
15
20 home runs in a full season.
full season,
Bro,
right?
Billy's been high on Ahmed Rosario since literally the day the season ended last year. He goes, yo, Rosario's gonna big 2020. This is the year Rosario's gonna break out.
Yeah, but Rosario, another thing,
Since
he's
last
gotta play good D.
October.
He's got to play good D at short because he's been a mess over there.
He was fantastic in the second half, though. He
Right.
ranked top 5 in the
Yeah.
MLB. So it's can he finally take his second halves of the past 2 years and put him into a full season?
I mean, we
And
are
with
past
this-
July.
We are.
I also think
as long as we get past June as Mets, we're good. This
I
team
also think
loves to
JD
play
Davis-
in August and September.
I think JD Davis is a real nice piece to have,
Yeah,
but he's not an outfielder. I think their outfield defense.
got a
He's not
cannon arm,
He's not,
though.
he's not third baseman.
he's not a fielder at all. He's just got
Dude.
an arm.
Yeah, their outfield, like
Fuck.
between Nimmo and center, and who knows who the fuck knows in left, and Conforto's not great in right. You can give up a lot of hits and extra base hits with a bad outfield.
Which is why, like when you guys had the Reds on there, I don't trust their fielding whatsoever. They can't fucking play the field
That's
at
fair.
all.
Yeah,
They got that.
Castellanos.
They got what's his face, the Japanese guy to play center. He's supposed to be pretty good.
Shogo?
Yeah.
Akiyama.
That's if he play. They might just hit him, or they might play him in right or something.
No, they'll play him at center. Who else they have
And
to
then
play center? It's him or
Senzel.
Senzel.
I mean, you're also talking, don't forget the Mets, they had depth in Marisnik and Ryan Cordell, 2 fantastic defenders
Yeah,
to go
Yeah,
patrol that.
okay, yeah.
Rizzik.
That's
Rizzik's
fair.
forgot
They
hurt.
got
about-
some
I
good
forgot
defensive
about-
replacements. Okay, and then you got the Phillies, right? The Phillies. I mean, they have Nola, and I don't. That's it, right?
And Wheeler.
Because they're pitching.
Wheeler.
Wheeler.
Okay, Wheeler.
That's right.
I'm not.
Because
high.
remember, we're talking about second half seasons now. Wheeler can parlay a second half.
Yeah, but it's not a second half season because nobody's played the first half.
I know, yeah.
So like Phillies pitching isn't good. Their bullpen isn't good. I don't care what anybody. Their bullpen sucks actually.
It's atrocious. One of the worst in
They
the
got
MLB.
Hector Neris and who else? Dominguez is hurt. Robertson.
They have, no, who else do they have? It was Nishek, right?
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
He's
Nishek-
Tommy
Nishek's
John.
fucking old as
Jose
shit.
Alvarez.
They're all hurt. Robertson's hurt.
Tommy Hunter. Nick Pivetta.
He's old. Not relying on Tommy Hunter, dude.
Oh,
Didi?
he's
All right, they got Didi, so that's a decent move. He was horrible last year, but it's a decent move. He'll bounce back. I have full confidence in Didi. Love the guy.
got Muto,
Harper,
Segura.
obviously, he'll do his thing.
Mhm.
Hoskins will get on base. I don't really know
Yeah.
how hot.
I don't think
with
he's that good. I really don't think he's
He
that
gets
I'm
on
not big
base.
on Hoskins.
Yeah, he gets on base. That's really it.
Kingery, Segura.
McCutcheon's coming off a major knee
Kingery's
injury. and people
trash.
just forget. Kingery's all right. I wouldn't.
He's trash. He's just versatile. That's all he's
Yeah.
got. That's all he
The
brings to the
Phillies
table.
aren't that great. Like, they're really
Yeah.
not that great. They're like a 4th place team, really.
Yeah.
That division.
Yeah, they have a potentially good offense, but beyond that, I mean, you're asking a lot from their
You're
starting
asking,
and
yeah,
their
exactly.
bullpen.
You're asking a ton.
They have 8 second basemen.
8?
No, they've Scott Kingery, Gene Segura, Josh Anderson, and Neil Walker all for second base.
You're
Their
walking
offense is-
with the Phillies?
And
Yeah.
they all have one thing in common. They all
can't.
fucking suck.
Yeah, they're not like their offense is gonna. It just I don't
They
know.
all
Their
had
pitching,
one good year.
their pitching puts a lot of pressure on their offense, and I don't know
Yes.
how much you know, like if you start off slow in a 6-game season, I don't know how much the Phillies can really do.
It's Nola.
Especially playing the Yankees, the Rays, the Mets, the Braves, the Nationals, like
The young core of the Blue Jays even is going to
the Blue Jays. Blue Jays are gonna be a problem for a lot of teams. Like,
Yep.
especially in the NL East, because you're not used to seeing that. You don't have that experience with those young guys, the Guerrero, the Bichette, the Biggios. You don't have that experience that the AL East does.
yeah,
So guys like Paxton,
Not that they even really
Tanaka.
necessarily have too much experience. They have slight, but
right? But it's still more than the NL East has.
it's more.
So
but
you know what, especially these guys who have pitched against them, they know what works with their stuff. Guys like Velasquez or Wheeler, they don't know this shit.
Mhm.
And these guys are key parts, especially the Phillies rotation. Velasquez and Wheeler, I think, are probably. I mean, you can't count out Arrieta. In the
You
terms of
can.
the Phillies rotation,
Listen,
it's that
Arrieta's-
2, 3, 4. That's going to be the huge question mark.
exactly. And you got to have a solid middle. The middle a lot of people like to talk about having a solidified ace, but a middle rotation in the playoffs is fucking huge, right?
Mhm.
You need to have guys that you could, like other guys you can rely on. You know what
not
I'm
only
saying?
just not only just in the playoffs, all season.
All season, yeah,
That 2,
especially-
3, 4 is the biggest spots of it, really.
It's the beef.
Yeah.
It's the beef rotation.
The depth is huge, man. It really is. Like the Dodgers. That's why the Dodgers and Yankees are like miles ahead of everybody, in my opinion. I mean, the depth that like Yankees can roll out a B team and be better than a lot of major league teams,
Mhm.
or let's say like a handful. Same with the Dodgers. They got depth.
I mean, in terms of pitching, also, the Indians and the Reds.
They got depth. Yeah.
They got depth.
The Reds are going to
I
be
mean,
a problem.
Yeah,
People don't realize the Reds are a fucking problem.
If they can cut
if
down
they
on
could
errors.
piece it all together, yeah.
They can hit and they can pitch. Like they'll figure it out. Defensively it'll work itself out.
And they have Amir Garrett at the back end of that bullpen.
Amir Garrett, Iglesias.
Seal Iglesias is the real
Yeah.
one.
Right. I mean, that's if you can get a pitcher that goes 7, Garrett, Iglesias, that's it.
Not even 7. Give him 6. That you piece it together. The offense is going to score runs. I mean,
Yeah.
the Reds are going to be a problem. I think they'll win the division pretty easily.
Yeah,
Actually,
I mean, the Reds bullpen's actually sick. It's Iglesias, Lorenzen, Strope, Garrett. Like,
oh yeah, they
they
added
have
Strope. He's
they have
solid.
they have 4 guys.
They definitely have arms. I mean,
Winker, Castellanos.
Winker's a nice
Senzel.
piece.
Yeah, they have Senzel in center and Shogo in left. On
Okay.
ESPN.
So it's really not a terrible outfield.
No, I think
Not at all.
Castellanos, right?
Castellanos. I mean, who's going to DH?
They have Winker DHing because Winker's even worse.
That's fair.
They're
Yeah,
worse
that's
defensively.
true. I like Winker. He can hit.
You just like him because he taunted the Mets fans.
Well, no, actually, he could hit and he wears 33. But I guess because he talks shit to Met fans, we could throw that on there too.
Jesus.
I don't even have a problem with Mets, dude. I like the Mets. Like, it's the Astros and Red Sox. Not even the Red Sox, really. They're irrelevant to me now.
No, they got rid of Betts.
I always liked Mookie Betts. I mean, there's no one on the Red Sox that I've disliked
Mhm.
since Jason Varitek
I loved
and
Varitek.
John
dude.
Lackey and fucking Papelbon.
I loved Varitek.
Even Ryan Dempster was a fucking douchebag as a Red Sox.
That was 86-mile-an-hour fastball at A-Rod.
When he hit A-Rod, relax, buddy, and then takes the hit dead center at Fenway.
Yeah,
You're like a dumbass. Like,
the fucking 470 fucking straight
Look at-
away.
it's like dumbass. It's really just the Astros I have a problem with.
I mean, let's circle that one. I think within the first week, Astros Dodgers, right?
Yeah, but who cares? There's no fans. That's the whole.
Yeah.
The Astros got away with fucking murder, dude. Like, let's be real. They got away. We don't got to get into this again because we've talked to it at length, but they got away with murder, man. No fans, 60-game season. They're gonna get their manager back next year. If they like Dusty Baker, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I would
Yeah,
assume-
that's another thing. You forget that Dusty Baker's right there.
Yeah.
I mean, Dusty Baker's leading that club.
Yeah, I think they're gonna want AJ Hinch back. I don't know. That's just my hunch.
I wouldn't be shocked to see the Astros of the first round exit in the playoffs with Dusty Baker at the helm.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah,
classic.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it. Fuck it, get them out of the playoffs, man. I'm sick of seeing them as a Yankee fan. I'm sick of it. Like, I'm sick of seeing them.
Wow, now you know how the rest of the Major League Baseball feels about the Yankees.
What are you talking about? The Yankees haven't been good in 10 years. They've had 3 good seasons.
Sick of hearing about the Yankees.
Well, what do you want? Dude, they always.
27 rings.
Yeah, I don't do that shit.
You're the only Yankee fan who's not like that I know.
Well, if like you know your team's good, like you don't have to bring up that they've won. Like everybody knows they've won 27. Like I don't want to sound like they're the best sports franchise ever. Like there's really no debating it. I don't want to sound like a cocky Yankee fan, but it's just
No,
they
it's
are.
just
facts, you know.
Yeah.
They are.
You don't have to explain to people that they've won 27 World Series. Like it's there, you know.
Mhm.
They haven't had a losing season in like 20 years.
So,
More
so
than that.
let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
If the Yankees win the World Series this year, do you consider it a legit championship?
I mean, it counts, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like
It won't feel
So
like
27.5 rings.
it doesn't feel the same. No, they're all gonna say 28. Let's not get crazy, right?
that.
I mean, it counts, but it doesn't because like it's not gonna feel the same. Because dude, the best thing about baseball is like you go through a whole marathon of 162 games, and then the real season starts in the playoffs, and you got a whole nother like you got to win 11 more games, right? And that's like where the real and with fans and shit, it creates different atmosphere, right? I mean, it'll count to the players, so it should count to the fans, right? Because you're still going through the same playoffs, but it's just the season shorter. It's a sprint.
Mhm.
That's how I
I've
feel.
seen a
about it.
lot. I've seen a lot of where it's like, oh, it's not gonna be a real. It's gonna have an asterisk next to it, and I'm thinking to myself, like, why would if the Astros don't have an asterisk next to it, why would this season?
No, there's no it.
Like, what quantifies a legitimate champion?
I mean, it counts, right? Like it's still gonna count. Like
You're still gonna raise the banner at the end of the year.
exactly. Like they might not be like it might not feel as satisfying after a 60-game season, but like, you know, it counts. Like
Yeah.
to an it's not. I mean, I'm not gonna like nobody's gonna go. I don't think anybody will go crazy over. I mean, especially with no fans, like you win a World Series, like it's really it all comes down
Yeah.
to the players and how much they want it.
hmm The playoff atmosphere is just going to be completely different.
Yeah, it's just not gonna
With
be the
no
same.
fans there.
Oh shit! 15 minutes ago from Sports Illustrated, Major League Baseball shutting down video rooms due to safety protocols.
Yeah, I figured they were gonna do that.
It's okay. They use iPads in the dugout anyway, so they do.
Yeah.
The Yankees do it. You could literally see Aaron Judge after his at bat.
Yeah.
See you swing on an iPad.
I saw something too at one point about who was making the most money for prorated salaries. Some guys are making like 16 million this year
Good for them, man. They got what they wanted.
because of
So.
like signing bonuses. I think it was.
Oh, Tanaka's back on the bump right now, according to
Is
Yankees.
he really?
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, we were talking about salaries last night. Apparently, if you get cut by a team, you make your full salary. So Wei and Chen's making like $16 million right now.
No
way.
Deal, dude.
Yeah.
Guy had a couple good years on the Orioles, and fucking the Marlins snatched him up like they do it. And he turned out to be trash. That poor franchise, man.
I loved him versus the Mets. He had like a fucking 10 ERA against us.
The fucking Marlins can't win, dude. You got Brandon Nimmo ragging on them too about how they no fans.
Yeah. Though that's the last person I'd expect too.
Got the happiest guy in the world talking shit about your fucking organization.
No offense to Miami, but it feels like playing in Miami.
They're in shambles, man. That organization is in shambles.
And you know what's funny? Nobody's saying this about the Rays either. And the Rays are the ones that really everybody talks about, saying they have no fans there. Everybody's saying no, it's Miami, not Tampa.
No, the Rays fan base is rough. Like, you got a good team over there. Fucking support them, man. Jesus.
I mean, it's funny because I don't know who's worse in terms of attendance. I think it's the Rays, right?
Yeah, the Rays.
Probably, dude. And
But
with
everyone's
They have
shitting
a
on the
smaller-
Marlins.
They have a smaller stadium though.
their stadium, they got a dog shit stadium. I mean, it's completely dog shit. Like,
Yeah.
they got the worst stadium in baseball.
Fucking pop-ups hit the ceiling all the time.
It's awful. The catwalks and shit. The atmosphere it's dark and like gloomy, and the lights
Yeah.
always fucking turn off like mid-game. And they have a good fucking team too.
Very good team.
Ridiculous.
Very good team. I wouldn't be surprised if they win the World Series. Fuck, I think they might win the East.
Wasn't that your pick?
Yeah, I mean, I never pick the Yankees to win the World Series or the division ever. Like, I just don't
Why
do
not?
that. I don't like doing that.
Okay.
I mean, in 2018, I thought the Red
Jinx
Sox.
factor.
Exactly. I thought the Red Sox were better than the Yankees. And everyone was like, oh, the Yankees got Stan. I'm like, dude, people don't realize how good the Red Sox are. And then they win the World Series. So,
Humble brag right there, saying he called it.
I didn't call it, but, I talked to a lot of people.
It's like Billy and his shit last year.
Yeah, but he had video to back it up, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
He had everything to back everything up. Dude, first it was the Chris Davis, then it was like the Nationals are still not out of it. 18-31, they're still not out of it. Wins the World Series.
Made the prediction that they were
Yeah,
gonna.
this year they'll be out of it, though. You start
Oh
off
yeah.
19.
Whoever wins the NL wild card, they're gonna win the World Series. Nationals won the World Series.
That's actually crazy.
Billy was on fucking point last year. It was kind of
was.
scary.
I mean, once the Nationals beat the Dodgers, you knew it was like, they got the momentum, like they got this shit.
Yep.
Like,
There was no way.
I thought they even gained just so much momentum for just the rest of the playoffs when Trent Grisham missed that ball.
yeah, that was
I
wild.
thought that was just like that was it.
That was a turning point. They knew that there's some sort of like fate.
Yep.
That a guy misses an easy ground ball like that.
They swept
Well,
the Cardinals, right?
It skipped.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. This one.
Yeah,
They-
Cardinals, yep.
Yeah, they dismantled the Cardinals.
yeah, totally.
Just completely just made a fool out of him.
I don't even know if I watched any of those games. They were the day ones, but
Saw a couple, like,
they just totally destroyed. I think I watched
Yeah.
the last one.
dude, the Nationals pitching is just no match for the Cardinals offense. Like, it was like
For
facing a
most
fucking Triple A team.
offenses, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know,
Yeah.
Scherzer got roughed up his first start
Yes,
the
he
other day.
did.
He got
You
roughed.
gotta remember, he's pretty old now. He's got to be 36, right?
That gives me a lot of hope for opening day. It really does. I saw
Yeah.
that and I was smiling. Didi going deep. Harper taking him deep.
Scherzer's 25. He turns 35. He turns 36 in
Everyone's getting
6
fucking
days.
younger today, huh?
his birthday's in 6 days.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
Everyone's
there you
getting
go.
fucking
36?
younger.
Yeah, it'll be 36. And
Well,
Jordan's
hopefully he
in
shits the bed against the Yankees, so that'll be fun.
Max,
Big
why do you
Monday.
keep flashing?
What?
Why do you keep
His-
flashing?
He's probably like lagging.
Oh,
My computer's like fucked, I think.
It sounds
I
like
was
you're.
gonna say, you taking selfies or something?
Nah, not at all. Like, the sun's not even come through the window either, so I don't know what that is.
Actually, you know what? I got a good segue here. Why don't we talk about opening day on Thursday, baby?
All right.
Who's pitching?
The Yankees now.
Hopefully we'll be able to get this out by Thursday.
You probably won't. It's Yankees Nationals, so we got Cole and Scherzer, big heavyweight matchup. What are our
Sounds-
predictions there, fellas?
Sounds like a snore fest.
You, shut the fuck up.
Based off of what I saw from both of them, the Yankees will probably destroy the
My
Nationals.
guy, this is why I love Billy, dude. It gives me hope.
I'm fully in agreement here. Like, well, the Phillies dropped 7 runs on Scherzer in the exhibition game,
Something like that.
and the
It was
Yankees
a lot.
and the Yankees B team scored 9.
This is
I
true.
mean-
Well, their A team, fucking basically their A team, played on Sunday, and they
Yeah.
scored what 6, 7?
6.
They had their real lineup in yesterday, and they only scored 2.
Yeah.
Really, 1. Judge hit
Who
a home
did they
and
play yesterday?
Phillies. Who pitched?
Right.
It was Velasquez, and then the Yankees had Debbie Garcia, who was not very good.
I was gonna say, how do you do? I didn't watch that. How do you do?
He got roughed up in the first inning a little bit. He was a little wild. He's like a work in progress. Like, he's got to figure out his command.
Mm-hmm.
He's got such good stuff. So
Yeah, everybody's waiting for him to come. But he's
No,
got a
but-
little bit
Bless
of
him.
time. Bless it.
he's got time. The Yankees have a lot of good pitching depth. That I don't like. Michael King when he faced the Mets, dude.
Yeah.
That kid is good, and not a lot of people. And his velocity's up. Montgomery, he faced the Mets too at Yankee Stadium. He fucking dismantled
He was-
the Mets.
Yeah.
He got his fastball like 3-4 miles an hour faster after Tommy John.
Yeah, seriously.
And
was
then
I was gonna text that.
yeah, dude, he and his curveball. He's always had a good curveball, good little 2-seam sinker. And then Clark Schmidt looks fucking big league ready, and he.
Isn't he? He's their number 3 prospect, right?
I think he's their 2 behind Dominguez. Because it would go Dominguez, Schmidt, Garcia, and then a couple other guys. Esteban Florial fell off the prospect chart. He's
He's not even on their top 30 anymore.
Clark Schmidt is
Yeah,
2.
no, he's in the top
Garcia is 3.
who's their 4-5?
Luis Gill and Oswald Perez.
Yeah,
Never
Clark
heard of those
Schmidt's
two guys.
Clark
Schmidt's
Schmidt's
nasty though. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He I didn't know he was that good, but he's fucking gross. Like he might be ready this year. And then they got Jonathan Loizaga, who throws Ched. The Mets faced him a little bit, I think in game 2.
Yeah, he looked good as hell too.
Yeah, he's got really good stuff. He's always hurt. He's gonna be a reliever though. Like he's supposed to be a starter, but they're gonna make him a middle long relief type guy.
Florial's 6, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's I don't know. They should.
How old is Florial now?
I want to say 22.
He
22.
is 22.
Yeah, they should have traded him when they had the chance.
Where did he play last year?
Double A.
Yeah, he didn't do so hot. He got hurt though. He's been hurt. He like fractured his wrist or some shit in spring training last year. That kind of sent him back.
Yeah, he played in
Was he part of
2019.
their
Played
was he
high
part of their
A.
prospect pool?
Yeah, he was.
Player pool?
Yeah, he should be.
If he was part of in the player pool. If he was in the player pool, you get traded, and obviously you might be able to get some value out of him this year.
They should have traded him a couple of years ago when he was ranked like when he was like
Wait, it was top dog.
yeah like when he was like 20 years old and nobody really like saw him. They just kind of saw the tools. But now he's kind of. I'm not gonna say he's a bust because he hasn't played it, but he's looking like a bust.
I mean, listen, you get used to it.
I mean,
Look
yeah.
at half the Mets prospects.
I mean, look at half the prospects in
general.
baseball, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, half of them don't pan out. Probably more than that.
See, that's what. That's another thing. You know, with the minor league season being canceled, what are all these prospects doing?
Yeah, dude.
Like, how are these guys gonna get better and such? You know.
Dude, I think if you have like if you have the opportunity to play them, I think you gotta let them play. Like, especially if you're like the Tigers with Casey Mize and shit and Manning. Like, bro, let them play. Like, you got.
They don't want to lose the year roster.
I know.
Service time, yeah.
That's what's so fucked up.
I mean, yeah, I agree that let the young guys play, especially guys with so much talent, such as Manning, Mize.
Let them play. Let them
School.
figure it out. Like, let them get a taste of it in a short season. Let them stay sharp. Like, it's just a service time bullshit. It's such a joke.
Yeah, I mean, but when you're building your team the way that the Tigers are with youth and stuff like that, you know, service time is valuable.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna say it doesn't, but the whole extra
It's
year is
stupid,
huge.
but it makes sense.
It does. It is what it is, though.
But yeah, I mean,
Wait, who else is playing Thursday besides the Yankees?
Dodgers,
Dodgers,
Giants.
Dodgers, Giants.
Nobody cares about that game.
It's Cueto versus
What, Bueller?
Kershaw.
That's a mistake, but whatever.
Well,
Nate Eovaldi got the opening day nod for the Red Sox, not Eduardo Rodriguez.
The Red Sox pitching is garbage.
matter.
Like,
Yeah.
Eovaldi has the highest ERA by any Red Sox opening day starter
yeah,
the
shocking.
year prior.
Yeah,
Crazy is the Red
Makes
Sox
sense.
could easily compete too. Like, they get a couple.
Okay.
If they, I mean, not really though. I guess 'cause Sale's hurt, but
I feel like Chavis is going to be their X factor if he can perform.
yeah, you can't make up for
No,
Mookie Betts.
I don't think that their offense is really to worry about all that much.
No.
They got good defense, good offense.
Verdugo's
It's their pitching. dude. It's their pitch. Like, they're gonna score runs. It's their pitching.
And their bullpen is nothing to write home
It's not.
about. You know?
It's not.
Their bullpen's actually not terrible. Like,
It's not
Brandon
terrible,
Wood had a
but-
good year. Matt
yeah.
Barnes decent, but like, I wouldn't go crazy over like anybody else.
Is
at the time.
Koji still in their bullpen?
What is it? 2013?
So
I mean, yeah, they still have Devers too.
Exactly. Devers,
He had
Bogarts,
54 double,
Martinez.
over 50, at least 54 doubles
I mean,
last
dude,
year.
listen to the lineup. And now they have Verdugo, Bogarts, Martinez, Devers,
Chavis.
Davis, Moreland. Is this still Moreland?
Benintendi.
Yeah, Marlins still there.
Benintendi.
Who's their catcher?
Vasquez.
Christian
Oh,
Vasquez.
Vasquez.
He had a good year last year. Like,
He's coming into his own, yeah.
yeah, he's taking a
he's
nice
good
step.
defensively.
JBJ.
All right, yeah, JBJ.
All right. Yeah, I would actually say more so that Benintendi is the X factor. If anything.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
If he could be the guy that they wanted him to be, you know,
If he can
and
take over that Mookie Betts role.
Phil, yeah, you know, fill the role. Like he has the possibility to be a 2020 guy in a full season. You know,
for sure.
And he's
good
a
defender
pretty
too.
good defender. Yeah,
he plays that monster real well.
He does.
Scrappy base runner. You know.
He's got a great swing too.
I like Benintendi a lot.
I love his.
So do I, dude. He can hit. He just really needs to like. I really hope he doesn't like put too much pressure on himself, like to replace.
That's what I was
Mookie,
gonna say.
because,
he needs the confidence.
Yeah, he just needs to do his thing and not worry about trying to fill shoes because he's.
I think
good.
having Bogart still there is going to be a huge. As long as he's there, I think it's a huge fact. It's a huge stability component for the Red Sox.
Best offensive shortstop in the game.
Yep.
Nobody really talking about him.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy because he's in Boston.
Yeah, and he was so talked about when he
mad
first
young
came
too.
up.
Yeah, he's mad young too.
Yeah.
And he's got 2 World Series titles on his. He's got 2 rings on his fingers.
Yeah. Was he?
13
Oh yeah, he
and
was
17.
there. Yeah, that's
Oh, you're
crazy.
right. Shit.
That's crazy.
I mean, this guy. I mean, you're looking at Bogarts. You're looking at a guy with 2 rings. A guy who could easily win a batting title. He could win a Gold Glove easily. I mean, granted, there's a lot more competition nowadays. He's got the talent to win. He's got the talent to win a Gold Glove, but the competition around him is too good. I mean, he's a leader. He's been there for 7 years now, 7 years, since 13. I think he came up.
I think he came up in 13. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy is. He's what, 28, 27?
27, I
He's
believe.
realistically the face of their franchise right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's an ex-captain. If they don't name one.
I'm gonna be honest. I really think the Red Sox might sign Betts back. Like I kind of just get that feeling.
I could see it.
It just kind of to me he just belong. I don't want him to because you know.
But then what do you do with that outfield? You cut Bradley, you put Verdugo in center, or you put Betts in center?
No, you put Betts in center. You cut Bradley. Bradley's a wash. Or trade him or something. Someone to take him for.
Yeah.
They've been trying to trade him, yeah.
Yeah, but the fucking asking price was ridiculous
Yeah,
for him.
dude.
Right.
I think
that.
Mookie wants to be a Red Sox. I think the Red Sox just kind of.
I think it makes a lot of sense for him to be a Red Sox.
Yeah, I think he just likes it there. I think it's just like a comfort thing.
You want to talk about winning a deal?
Yeah, that exactly. I mean, shit.
It's like the same thing with the fucking Yankees when they did with Chapman.
Yep.
Finesse the fuck out of the Cubs. They got Torres.
Cubs fucked themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, they won the World Series.
They got a World Series out of it.
They did what they had to do.
Yes.
Like, you really can't. And they've been a good team afterwards. They just.
Yeah, but they gave up one of the highest asking prices you could have given up.
Yeah, he's the last actual prospect to be traded at a trade deadline.
Yeah, he's the last big name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flavor's the GOAT, and I won't be hurt. He's gonna. I hope he fucking.
Yo, Mac, how old is he?
23.
He's only 22.
And the Mets actually were offered Glaber for Noah.
Really?
Is that true?
Yeah, back in 2016.
I don't know. People.
And
Oh yeah. You're right. And then I remember when he came up in 2018, and people asking Cashman, "Are you gonna?" People like, listen, if we trade Torres, I won't be able to walk around New York City. So like, he's staying. He'll be a Yankee for life, I think.
Yep.
Over Judge, they'll probably take him over Judge easily.
Better
Judge
role.
is older too. Yeah.
I would take Glaber over Judge
28.
too. Yeah, Judge is 28.
Glaber has a swing that's not gonna disappear.
Dude,
You know.
he's like the announcers talk about all the time. He's like ahead of his. He just plays way above his age. Like the adjustments he makes, like big leg kick early on in the count, looks to do damage, shortens up with 2 strikes.
Looks to go the other way.
He should easily be a 300 hitter, like a 370 on base with like 25, 30 homers every year. I don't think he'll hit 40 like people are fucking predicting. Like
No,
I think last year was like just a good year power wise, but like
for everyone.
yeah, 25 to 30 is like.
I think you
reasonable.
take like 10 off of, if you put the regular baseballs back in, take 10 off of every hitter's.
Yeah, at least 5 to 10
count.
at least.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man.
So
Yeah.
one more thing, and we might cut this out. I don't know. We'll see. Next segment.
I mean, you also want to talk about the Giants. You know, they had the first female coach on field.
Yeah, but she's not going to be.
Good for her.
She's not going to
Yeah.
be in the dugout or anything, though.
Good for her.
No, I don't think she will be.
I think it's gonna be.
She's
I
like
mean,
a
it's going-
trainer or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Like, not like a practice, trainer. Not
So,
like,
like what? Like,
Yeah, she coached first base
not for
yesterday.
health. Yeah.
See, I
And she
think
did it-
the problem with having a female, like if you're gonna have like a female coach, like somebody that's like a bench coach type, is that, or like a hitting coach, like players' egos, they're not gonna listen to a girl. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
I think her role, if it's like in fitness or assisting or whatever, is good. It's definitely a step in the right direction. But like, dude, players, they're gonna have an ego. They're gonna be like, why the fuck would I listen to this girl tell me how to hit?
So-
You know what I'm saying?
Her official title is assistant coach, but she's frequently seen with the first base coach overseeing outfield and base running drills.
Yeah, there you go. Good for her.
That's fine. That works.
Yeah, good for her. It's got to be
Damn.
tough.
She's smart too. She was named academic All-American 4 times in college.
Jesus.
When she played softball, I'm assuming.
First base for Sacramento State softball team.
Oh, first base.
Yeah, right?
Earned her master's degree in sport management.
What's her name? Max.
Alyssa Nacken.
Natkin?
Nakken.
I need to order food here.
Yeah, I'm getting Chinese tonight.
Gotta order some wings. I'm starving.
I got work at 4.
Sheesh.
Unemployment treating me well, boys. You don't ever want to go out to dinner. It's on me.
Hey, I'll hold you to it. It's recording.
All right, yeah, I said it. As long as I'm not broke within the next few months, no, I'm good.
I'm the one in charge of the recordings, Max. So I can make that recording disappear real quick.
But,
That is a great answer.
you got anything else?
No, I'm good.
That's it.
Oh,
I'm just hyped as fuck, man. Because baseball's the only thing I watch, like, sports-wise. So, like, dude, not having this shit for months, like,
Lasso.
eats me inside. I'm very invested in the Yankees and their players. Like, I love the group they have. So I just want to see them all do well and be healthy. And it's looking like
The Yankees really do have a great group.
they do, man. Like, I get why people don't like the Yankees, but like, yo, they have a really like personable group of players. Like,
And I read somewhere, and I think I've brought it up before, this Red Sox-Yankee rivalry,
it's not
right
the-
now, it's not the same because there was no hatred towards these players.
Dude.
Both teams have very likable players.
that's what I was saying before. Like, I haven't not liked anybody on the Red Sox in a while.
Yeah.
Like it's just they play, and I'm like, I want the Yankees to win every game, obviously. So like, but when they play the Red Sox, I want them to win even more for bragging rights and shit. But like, at the end of the day, dude, they've both had bad good teams for a while now, and like, like that's it. I mean, I like Mookie, JD, or I mean, Mookie's a Dodger now, but
It's a different era because there's not
It is.
that like come up where like Jeter and Poppy came up at the same time, and it's just like
even when Poppy like
love you, bye.
it's hard to hate David Ortiz. Like, I hated him because he was just so good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, there hasn't been like that type of thing.
I mean, that's like me with the Braves. Like, I don't like the Braves, but like, I can't hate Acuna. I can't hate Albies.
yeah, it's just
Take a pitch. Maka, Hinden. Always a pleasure with you guys.
thank you.
Every day, all the time.
Can't wait for baseball. Let's go,
Yeah.
Mets.
Let's go Yankees, baby.
Well, you literally just said fuck the Yankees before, man.
Chase for 28. Let's get it.
Wow.
I got
This
to
has been
sign
Take a
up there.
Pitch.
Can't wait for 28.
Shut the fuck up, Maka. It's been Take a Pitch.
Peace.